Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's get right into it. We were trying to go through Leper Smile. The bottom of the canyon is split by a narrow crevice, about one stride across it at its widest. It's easy enough to jump over, or in places even step across. The obstacle doesn't seem a problem, or even particularly notable, but as you draw closer, you hear a terrible droning sound coming from the crevice. It seems to be howling, as if it's alive. Perception 17, look into the crevice. You stare into the darkness of the void, trying to make out where the strange sound is coming from. Not all at once, but your eyes pick up the contours of a body in the darkness. Someone small, perhaps a gnome, a halfling, or a child, rolled up in a ball at the bottom of the chasm under a stone ledge. He's crouched down, his head to his knees, and is hugging his legs tightly. It appears to be one of the caravanners, caught by the storm. He's crying aloud, one continuous tone, and it strengthens as it echoes through the crevice, building it to something truly haunting. All howl and no wolf, it would seem. Jump over the crevice and keep going. We don't have time for this. Our people are dying up there. The crevice is drenched in darkness. From time to time, there's an echo of little stones rolling down the slope, but the strange howling no longer disturbs the area. Okay, we got blessed.
Your orders, Commander.
And that should be just about all we need. We'll turn on this as well. Alright, let's make it happen. This is Chaos. Pretty sure you're an agent of Chaos. You, I guess we use Bone Shaker. I'm not sure if she can be frightened. You also use Bone Shaker. And you can turn on this, that's fine. Alright, Rhythm, time to shine. There we go. That's not nearly enough. He's still building up. Don't worry, Reggie, we'll get you there. Oh crap, I forgot to put, did I forget to put haste on? There we go. Unleashing her last shriek, the Swarm Queen slumps to the ground. Immediately, as if by magic, the distant sounds of battle begin to subside. Several small beasts sit on their mother's body, sinking their mandibles into it. The canyon drowns in the waves of scent, a sweet soporific with a hint of bite, like the crackle in the air before a storm. Land looks askance at the queen's carcass. The Mongols in the caves on the Kennebrus could eat that, I guess. Don't hold back. Look at those delicious acid glands. Her smile is as sharp as Viscaver poison. Anivia approaches the queen's body and grins. That's it, you filth. No more flying. It's good we got rid of her without suffering more losses. Just a little longer, and we'd have been forced to bury lots of our fighters in this cursed land. Suddenly, Anivia stops. Her nostrils flare and her eyes scan the floors and the walls of the canyon. She squats, pokes at some lumps of slimy substance, lifts some up to look more closely, smells them, and cringes. Perception check passed. You smell it too, right? A suspiciously familiar stink. Uh-huh. Anivia rubs a ball of greenish slime in her hand. I'd bet my life that your gear had this nasty stench when we were entering the canyon. I saw the queen bug spraying it around to summon her spawn to her. By the way, did you know that smells are extremely effective in attracting attention not only in the insect world, For example, a tavern keeper in Kennebrus can, for 10 minutes, purposefully and doggedly search for a rotten fish that turns out to be in the pocket of his apron. Let's see if we can find the source of that smell among my equipment. You and Anivia search through your things and quickly find the source of the smell. A thin handkerchief. Looks like it's been soaked in something like the Swarm Queen's slime. I'll be damned. When the Queen was spraying this sweet-smelling goop around, the swarm flew to it like flies to jam. The chewed-up bodies of the caravanners smelled like this too, I checked. Commander, I think some rat planted that handkerchief on you to ensure that the Viscavers would find you. So, there's a traitor in the Mendev camp. Nothing new there. Looks like I have enemies in Mendev and someone has decided to get rid of me. True, nobody likes upstarts. If you knew what Erebus allies hissed behind her back when she was appointed head of the Eagle Watch, Anivia spits. Anyway, we need to keep our eyes open. The handkerchief could have been planted here by magic, but taken from a professional paranoid. I think we got a rat in our camp. In Kennebrez, we squashed the cultists time and time again, but they were like maggots in a dead hog. Some could have infiltrated our forces too. We have to keep our eyes open and our guard up. It's time we got back to our people. I say we destroy the queen's body. I've heard the little bugs who eat the flesh of their mother can be reborn as swarm queens themselves. That's kind of the last thing we need, right? Evil. Burn the body, but gather as much of the queen's slime as you can. Keep it a secret from the troops. In Dresden, we'll send in a suicide unit, wait for the demons to gather their forces, and then bring in the Viscavers. We'll return this gift to those who would destroy us with it. You want to make a weapon out of demon bug shit? Seriously? You better think about this. We have no way to control the swarm. What's that mean? It means the soldiers we send into battle with a barrel of this muck will be the first to be eaten. That's not even a suicide mission. It's a dirty trick like only the cultists do. But we're crusaders. I know, an order is an order. I'll go gather up the stuff. I don't mind. But think about it. Is this the way you want to fight? Will you still be able to look your people in the eye? Anivia, Commander, what a relief, you're alive. I saw the swarm begin to thin and ran to you immediately. She pauses to catch her breath. Soseo wipes the sweat from his brow. My squad handled the assignment. I healed everyone I could, but my warriors have had quite a fright. It's not very pleasant to be eaten alive, then healed, then eaten, and healed again. I knew I could rely on you. What happened up there can't be described in words, but you were the one who carried the day, Professor Snake. Luckily, our losses are not as great as we feared. Not many are even wounded. But if you'd been a moment later, I'm afraid to imagine what might have happened to us. Unfortunately, the insect's acid ruined what was left of the caravan. Of course, I sympathize with those who perished, but we could have used their gear. Evil. The army is the backbone of the crusade, my best weapon. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have sacrificed valuable loot to preserve the lives of a couple dozen foolish knights. What matters is that everything's over and we won. What are we going to do now? Since you're here, please take a look around. I found some painted runes and the traces of something that seemed like a ritual. We need to figure out what this is. Ha! Easily done. Nora leans over the magic symbols painted on the stone. I'm no mage, unfortunately, but I'm in the habit of thoroughly documenting all descriptions of rituals and symbols from magic books, especially demonic ones. Someone very recently opened a portal to the abyss here and summoned someone. It's not difficult to figure out who they summoned. She's lying dead right there. I could guess who carried out the ritual. Handwriting is unique, even when it comes to runes. I examined the Grey Garrison after your success, documenting everything I found for Queen Galfrey, and I'm sure that the hand that drew the rune circles was the same in both instances. It's the work of the same spellcaster. Clever. To set a trap and exhaust us instead of fighting us openly. We shouldn't be afraid of demons. We lived through this little trap, didn't we? We'll overcome the next one too. We just need to keep forging ahead. Well, since we finished off the swarm and we know someone is giving us trouble, I suggest we get out of here. I'm done with bugs. Ooh, everybody's ready for a level up. Isn't that nice? A huge runic circle has been drawn on the rock, probably with blood. Excellent. I have no idea what other equipment you get if you decide to emphasize going on to the other side, so I'm looking forward to an evil playthrough where I let a whole bunch of my troops die while I get some specialized weapon and armor. What's going on here? And feed. What do I already have? So it's time. You know what? We're going to go for greater spell penetration, actually. Why is it not giving me the ability to get that? I see greater spell focus. Weird. Am I looking at this the wrong way? Oh, nice. Oh, okay, cool. Had a schedule. So yeah, greater spell focus. Necromancy. What is the problem? Ooh, animate dead. So we'll get that. Oh, and then we got access to Bone Shatter. That's nice. Innervation. That doesn't help us in this situation. Or we can use Fear. Lots of good options here. Lots of good options here. Hey, does he have access to... He does have access to haste. I didn't select haste, but he has access to it. Well, yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and take Animate Dead. And I think I'll take Bone Shatter for now. And then pick up Fear later on. Excellent. Alright, 7. What's your deal? You could take Piranha Strike. You could take Fencing Grace. You can add just Dexterity modifier instead of your strength to your weapon damage. Sure, why not? You. Yeah, I screwed up and took another level of Zen Archer when I didn't mean to. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Snapshot, most definitely. In fact, no, it's a little further for take the snapshot from there. So yeah, when you use a full attack to make multiple range, total damage from all hits. Yeah, we'll take snapshot first. Oh, that's right. He gets teamwork feats. Yeah. Outflank. And actually, doesn't his pet shares it, right? Are treated as if they... All the Inquisitor's allies are treated as if they possess the same teamwork feat as the Inquisitor. Her ally, the positioning. Okay, coming initiative. A sacred automatically grants her teamwork feats to her animal companion. Right, okay, so the companion will also automatically get outflank. Excellent. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing that's crazy good for you. Yeah, magic weapon might. Ooh, actually, we could get inflict like wounds, but no, we're gonna let that go. Nanio. You finally start getting some good illusion spells? That would be nice. Yep, greater spell. What is going on with the clicks? Thank you. Yay, Phantasmal Killer. I will absolutely take that. And yeah, we could take... We're not going to take greater visibility right now. Oh yeah, rainbow pattern makes sense. Sure, why not? Yep, Hell Knight. You got Knowledge, Arcana, and Persuasion. I'm not big on you having either one. Definitely not Knowledge, Arcana. And you don't need Persuasion either. We'll dump it all in Perception for now. Improve to weapon fighting. Yeah, that makes sense. Considering everything you have access to. Oh, wait, no. You need Outflank first. What's Shadow Play? Characters with this feat cast shadow spells at a +2 cast level. Interesting. Yeah, we'll take Outflank for now. There we go. You. I'm comfortable with all of that, sure. No. You're up front as well. Outflank. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, no, I didn't forget. You got it. Okay, cool. And you. Final one. And so how's this work? It's listed for you, but... But you should automatically have it because Inquisitor took it. So instead, we'll get Armor Proficiency Light Barden. So that hopefully soon we can go ahead and put that armor on you. Okay, now. Okay. And what's going on here? No, that's not right. This is right. Oh, actually, I am kind of comfortable with that. Sure. Okay.
Let us be off.
Now the other question becomes,
the voice of the spirits.
why are people missing bark skin? Guess we'll give it. Ooh! Look at Scar getting nice and tall and big. All right. Yep. I guess we'll give it to Scar. Give that to ourselves.
The goddess protects us.
One him as well. One him as well.
Always be ready for the worst.
Probably could benefit from.
I stand ready.
Yep, let's put that on. Even though I don't think anybody down here uses arrows now. I think about
Open
it.
your heart to me.
And she'll put Battle Ward on herself. And then finally, who? Yeah, he does. He benefits from enlarged person. All right.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Now let's
Save the
go.
last one for me.
Excellent. All right, let's go in this direction first. Then when we come back around there. Long sword +2.
Yet another obstacle.
Excellent. Boom, boom, boom. Regal looks so small next to them.
Follow me.
He looks almost miniature.
Careful now.
Actually, you know what? I forgot. I think this is the direction I prefer to go.
March on.
There we go.
You should have listened. I refuse to accept their statement.
Come on. Still no diseases. Excellent. All right. Coming around from the other side. Yep.
Forwards.
No. Actually, stop. Yeah.
I'm all ears.
Let you kick it off.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Y'all are not moving? Hey,
Mind over muscle.
it's supposed to turn off after you. Ah, crap. Oh, he doesn't have. Only she has that? That's probably a mistake. Oh, well. Yeah. Go. Okay.
Onwards.
I am helpful. Am I not?
All right. And there was a further way to go over there. We'll have to come back to that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The look of these plants, rapacious and sickly at the same time, suggests their unnatural origin. Voice of Hollow. Whenever the wielder of this +2 mithril heavy mace confirms a critical hit with it, a loud sound is produced. All enemies in a 30-foot cone, except the target, have to pass a will saving throw or be affected with the Voices of Hollow effect for 1d4 round. Voices of Hollow. Every turn, the target is randomly affected with one of the following. They might behave normally, suffer 2d6 sonic damage, or attack the nearest creature. Interesting.
Let us be off.
I hope you appreciate this.
I really miss Woljif right now. All this going back and forth is cut through completely with Woljif on your team. Or maybe I should just give Camellia a ranking in Arcane Trickster, but it's, again, that's harder to do with her than it is with Woljif because she doesn't get nearly as many skill points. So it's not a small consideration, to be honest. But still might be something to consider.
My will is resolute.
Okay, you know what? I keep forgetting to do this. I need to reorganize this hotbar. I know grease has uses, but I don't really use it. Dispel magic doesn't need to be on the bar. Bone shaker doesn't really need to be there either. I guess. You know what? These. Is this focused infusion? Right. And then this is sickening. And then this is commanding. We can put those over there. They don't need to be directly nearby. I can put that here. Yeah, put the buffs here. For now I'm going to use them. There we go. Here's all the buffs I might need. Scares probably outuse its purpose. Fear might have as well, but we'll keep it on here just in case. Now, there's another buff. Bone Shaker's probably outlives the purpose, but we'll put it over here. Oh, I have mirror image. See, I didn't have this straightened out properly, so I didn't even realize that. Now, Ray of Exhaustion. Maybe. It's possible I might use that. Level 3. Definitely won't have this on there. And yeah. Okay. Okay, so we'll put Bone Shaker up here for now until we get the better ones. Alright, that makes me feel better.
Well,
you. What's going on with you? This does not need to be there. We can put this here. Put this here. Put this here. Put this here. All the buffs. One after another. Bear's Endurance. False Life. All this can go there. This is just some timey thing. We can remove these. put that way at the top. Shouldn't need it, but might need it. Flaming spirit enhancement. No. We'll put this closer. We might need this. We use this every so often. We use this every so often and only lasts for a specific amount of time. So we'll keep that there. It's the battle ward. Yep. And then spells. Okay. Better.
Meditate on your mistakes.
You.
Might make you feel better.
Maybe we'll use this. Maybe we'll use this. Not using this. Touch of Glory. As a stand, give it a bonus equal on a single charisma-based skill check or charisma ability check. Maybe. Doubtful. Put this here. Put this here. Put this here. Might use that. Might use that. Yeah, nothing else there. And yeah, we'll put these here. Just in case we happen to look up and notice, hey, it's not on. All right, you're good. You.
Yes, what?
Buffs. Buffs. Haste is used all the time. Buffs. You can send this back here. We can remove this. We can put that there. Color spray. No. No. Possible. Buff. Buff. More. I thought we just picked up something. Oh, but it's not slotted yet. Oh, well, whatever.
Speak with your actions.
Yeah, your hotbar is fine.
Not your eyes.
No. Maybe. Doubtful, but we'll put it on here. Sometimes. Buff. Those two are fine. 2, 1. Excellent. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I think we're ready to go now. Let me save. All right. Let's see. Oh, this freaking fight. I'm not properly prepared for this.
Open your heart to me.
I tire of waiting.
You know what? This one actually we will bring here.
No.
Oh crap. Since that took an hour, it took away my freaking
Life's final surprise. And I enjoy surprising people.
that's irritating as hell. It took away all my buffs.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Forgot about that.
You are my favorite aid.
You still got that? Yeah, sure.
With your heart, not
All
your
right.
eyes.
Burned all that. Oh well.
Close ranks.
There we go. Wow. My wolf went down in one hit. What's up with that? On the other hand, yeah, they were all missing, but hey, they still did a good job of distracting. I'll take it.
Can't hide from me.
Awesome. Okay. That fight can be absolutely brutal in the wrong circumstances. So I'm glad that time it went relatively well. We already went down there before, right? Exactly. So,
Follow me.
Oh. Seriously.
March on.
I hate that you have to get to the trap before the switch will show itself.
I hope you appreciate
Like that's an unnecessary level of backtracking. Like at the very least, if I was standing right next to the switch, go ahead and let that pop for me. If my perception is good enough that I can discover the trap, I should be able to discover the switch.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Crap. I totally forgot to heal that dude. Alright. Let's see, and
I will lend you my aid.
what's your situation? Yeah, okay.
Magritio, Turio. Magritio, Turios. Magritio, Turio.
There we go. All right. And here we go.
Speak with your actions.
You
not
can
your
trust me.
words.
Speak with your actions.
I stand ready.
I'll watch your back.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Save the last one for me.
That's working for me. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. This is going to work out just fine. Radiant Cookery +1. What does Radiant mean? Radiant weapon is imbued with life essence itself and deals an extra 1d6 points of positive energy damage on a successful hit. That's interesting. The touch of the abyss irreversibly changes the very lands of the Worldwound.
Let us be off.
All right, searched around all here. Now we head back. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we have finally reached the point where we can begin traveling down the path of the Lich. I'm pretty sure, you know, I'll probably do one more playthrough where I go through the first 2 acts just so that I have one playthrough that's as a good person and then one playthrough as the evil person. And then that'll be the last time I ever go through those first 2 acts. I gotta be honest with you, after doing this so many times in the beta, I'm bored to tears of the first 2 acts, whereas the
What's on your mind?
the 3rd act and beyond are still very enticing for me.
I am
So I
helpful,
think
am I not?
if, you know, and I know this is a big if charge is fixed by the time we finish Lich, I might go ahead and do a Zada, and then we'll do a Zada all the way, and then any other playthroughs that we do will start at the 3rd act at the latest. Some of them, honestly, like the late game paths, I don't feel like it makes sense to go all the way back to the 3rd act. Like when I do a Golden Dragon playthrough, what's the point of doing a Golden Dragon playthrough starting in the 3rd act? You know, from my perspective, because it's like you can't. How do you roleplay that when you're not the character yet?
Over there.
But that's all future stuff. We'll figure it out. All right, Mad Dash over here.
Obstacle.
As soon as your fingers touch the wand, a surge of energy courses through your body. A howling choir of restless souls deafens your very thoughts. Green light pours from your eyes. It can rend soul from body if you so much as will it. The wand vibrates in your hand like it's alive, but no, it is certainly not. As you realize with amazing clarity, but there's definitely something inside, and it's studying you closely. The power of the wand seems to resonate within you, making part of you tremble, the part that comes from your undead heritage. From the moment of their birth, every Dhampir stands on the border between the world of the living and the world of the dead. But now you seem to have taken a step away from life, closer to what lurks beyond. Reach out your mind and touch the power that's hiding within the wand. Your hand clenches the wand harder and harder, like it's closing around the throat of an enemy. Suddenly, the darkness lurking within the wand emerges and seizes your hand. It crawls through your eyes and deep into your mind. A spark flares in the darkness. It's a firefly, held gently in the hands of a young mage. Its light barely diminishes the gloom, but it's enough to see the stone walls of a dungeon. There are several others, young and battered wizard crusaders holding magic wands, all showing signs of recent battle. You hear a rumble from above, followed by a furious demon shriek. The mages rise, preparing for another fight. A tall figure arises before them. "Master Sarkoris, you're alive!" The mage, towering over his apprentices, is pale, and his clothes are covered in blood. His voice is dull and dispassionate. "The newfound sanctuary has fallen. You have fulfilled your duty. Now leave. This is my battle, not yours." Telden. The apprentices, baffled, turn around to the young man holding the firefly. "Today I die and leave my friends. Take my wand and deliver it to Kenabres. In the hour of greatest need, let a worthy crusader return it to me. I will know that my brothers need me, and I will rise to their aid. Even death will not stand in my way. Evil, unleash the power of the wand. Undeath is my fate." A tiny shadow emerges from the darkness of the cave and lands on your arm. It's a shaggy, death's head moth, one of Urgathoa's favorite animals. This is a good sign. The goddess is pleased with your decision. Your senses grow exceedingly sharp. You see not only the miserable corpses that litter the cave, but many others that found their end among these dark stones. All of them stare up at you with horror. A scream leaves your lips, and they cannot but obey. By force of will, you end the existence of these pathetic and powerless creatures and return them to oblivion. The mere sound of your voice is enough to summon all semblance of soul from the helpless puppets. They explode, bursting into tiny sparks of spiritual energy. The green light fades as quickly as it arose. The choir of the dead quiet their howls. The power slips away, even as every part of your body protests against it. You vividly realize how fragile and fickle mortal flesh is. Epic! Woo! And that is step one to becoming a Lich, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that's Garkle, leader of the thieves, I assume. And hey, what do you know? Even though that helmet has special things around it, it was not anything that we could actually wear. Charcoal, soot, and the remains of a greasy-looking liquid, possibly traces of burnt oil. A massive claw, Judging by its size and color, it once belonged to a silver dragon. Received a piece of Tyrendalev's claw. So not one, but 2 mythic paths can be picked up here. Joys upon joys. Loot taken by thieves from the Tower of Estrad. Mind Piercer. This +2 cold iron rapier deals additional 1d6 piercing damage against enemies who are under mind affecting effects. And I believe that's better than Finian is right now. It most certainly is. So we'll go ahead and replace that. And nothing else to put on at this time. Breastplate +2. Is that better than what he has? No, right? Nope. It is not. All right. Full plate. Belt of Dexterity. Ooh, you benefit the most from that, but you already have one. He doesn't really benefit from that, right? Well, I guess because it uses both modifiers, right? So not just wisdom. So fine, here we'll give that to him. +1 additionally grants him wear a +4 morale bonus. Throws against poison. I'm not too hot on that for anybody. And did we get a shirt yet? We do not have a shirt. All right, moving on. Very, 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 very epic stuff. Really appreciate that. All right, and with that, let me just check around real quick. Be sure. Oh, we missed that. Cool. And we are done with this cave. Love this whole... What in the hell is going on with him?
March on.
All right, now he wants to direct. Love that whole section. Love the being stopped by this giant swarm that you have to figure your way around. Love that there's different ways you can handle it. Trying to get more items and letting your people die. I like this whole underground section. I like it when the game gives you the opportunity to do extra if you want to, or just pass over. I guarantee you there are people who didn't even realize there's a basement section in this particular area and had no concept whatsoever of how to move forward Lich. And like I said, it's not 1 but 2 mythic paths that are in that basement. Just great, great stuff. Enjoy that whole area. You're not ready yet. Did we do everything here? We did everything here, right? Okay, cool. So no going backwards. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This is going well thus far. Now, so here is a secret.
Onwards.
For those of you trying to get the Ascendant achievement. This is one of the requirements. You've got to come back here into Nura's tent after Leper's Smile.
What's that?
And you need to succeed in a perception check. This perception check is a difficulty of 20. So if you have not focused on perception, then it's going to be very, very difficult for you. But for me, because I know the importance of perception, it is not a problem. And strange perfume, a small bottle with a unique scent. It smells of something sweet with occasional harsh notes, like the air before the storm. Collect all. All right. That's one clue. How can I help? I'll be glad to help in any way I can. But how? That's the question. When we fought the swarm of escapers, someone put a handkerchief soaked with pheromones in my pocket, which attracted the insects. I found a vial of the same pheromones in your tent. Nora's cheeks blush a little. That's my perfume. Perhaps it's strange to take perfume on a crusade, but you see, Knight Commander, it is my reminder of more normal, peaceful life. What I'll go back to after we've won. And besides, her cheeks blush even more, and her voice drops to a whisper. The smell drives men insane. I have no idea how this smell affects infernal insects. I'm a historian, not a demonologist. But perhaps some malicious person used my perfume to lure the Vescavus to you? But I swear it wasn't me. Maybe, Nora again lowers her voice to a whisper. Maybe one of my admirers is trying to hurt you and set me up. I have to go. If you have any questions, come back. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we'll go here. Check one more time. That's a short bow, right? So, oh, that's a +3 short bow, though. Ooh, I didn't realize that. I'm actually going to hang on to that. And then this is a +2 dagger. We'll hang on to that. I don't know if I'm going to be using Woljafar that much, but no harm. And making sure he's prepared for violence. Didn't I get a recipe? I did get a recipe. Copy that recipe. Copy that recipe. This is Elven Notes. Ooh, copy this recipe. Excellent. All right, and now bulk selling. I don't want. See, my problem is I know we get a bow user as one of the undead companions, and I don't remember how good her bow is. Plus, I've never done this in the full game, so I don't know what they've done to maybe upgrade the equipment from what it was before. I seem to remember being very, very dissatisfied with the quality of the equipment that they were originally given. So we're going to hang on to this bow. The quartermaster flashes you his usual grin, but it fades almost immediately. What a march, eh, Commander? I won't forget it, not in a million years. I can't stop shaking whenever I think about the leper's smile. It's a miracle that we lost so few back there. The soldiers realize that if you made the wrong decision, half the army wouldn't have made it out. They're scared. They're scared things are only going to get nastier from here. What if we held a wake, lit up the bonfires, poured some wine, raised our cups in memory of the fallen, to do the troops a word of good? Have the recent losses not taught you anything? I want the soldiers to be ever vigilant and ready to fend off a surprise attack. Oh, you're right. This is the time for tears. We already let our hair down once and we almost lost Kennebrus. We'll be on our guard. Yes, we will. I'll write to Kennebrus and ask him to send a few no-nonsense clerics. Somebody keep an eye on the troops and maintain discipline. I have to go. All right. Man, this tent. Where's Anivia at? I want to tell her, like, yo, keep an eye on Nora. Hey, actually, let me see if Erebus says anything. Nope. She doesn't say anything, and I don't know where Anivia is if she's not in the tent. Let me check this while the world boom. Heaven's Edge, Storyteller, Make His Dresden, Kalisa, find something once. Okay, cool. So we're up to date.
You were observing me earlier whilst I was practicing with my rapier, Daron. Did you find it a captivating sight?
Oh, indeed. As captivating as a dancing cobra, a rushing avalanche, or a raging thunderstorm. And just as with those natural phenomena, it is important to do two things. Enjoy the view, and keep one's distance.
Darren knows trouble when he sees it. All right.
Let us be off.
Okay. Should be... What? Still not? Why do I have so many armies? Whoa! Mounted scouts. 30 of them at that. And then, okay, right here, I've got some clerics. That's interesting. The clerics are irrelevant. But the mounted scouts, I think 30 mounted scouts might be better than 7 rangers. Just a hunch. Let's see. Ooh. What in the hell? I didn't see that before. I'm not getting it now. Primitive altar. Oh yeah, consumable items. We're not running all the way back there for that. We can deal with that later. That is me. That's 20 clerics. Wow. Well, that's a little bit different. 20 is different than 28. That's for sure. 28 clerics or scouts? I actually like... I do not have respect for the scouts. I already know this for a fact. The scouts go down easy. So you know what? I'm going to take the clerics. Yeah. There we go. That works. And then you... Oh, no. Oh, well. Okay. I mean, it has to be, like, right around the corner. Okay. Boom, boom. And now, you finally get to Inconspicuous Camp. Ooh, I forgot there's other notes there. Nice. The aged kobold sitting by the small campfire greets you with an amicable gesture. He doesn't reach for his weapon or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Krennic. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. He speaks smoothly, without the usual kobold hissing. Moving slightly aside, the kobold points to the carcass of a small animal on a stick roasting over the fire. Dinner will be ready soon. Who are you? As I've already mentioned, my name is Krennic, at your service. The kobold offers a short bow, an unusual gesture for one of his kind to make. As a rule, kobolds do not express their respect to anyone other than dragons. I am a traveler and a friend to the Crusade. I can be your friend too, if you are tolerant toward kobolds. Krennic utters the word tolerant with shocking ease, as if he is something other than the narrow-minded and savage subterranean beast you expect him to be. Kobolds are infamous for worshipping dragons and despising all other races, and few of them would even understand the concept of tolerance, let alone subscribe to it. Wait, what did you just say? Tolerant? Are you sure you're a kobold? Oh, so you saw through my disguise. Krennic tried to mislead you with sweet words and then ambush you. The kobold utters a loud hiss, which then morphs into an amused chuckle. Of course I'm a kobold. Trust me, you are not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realizing that I'm not going to rob or kill you. I'm lucky. If representatives of other races want to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists, they have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theater, and douse themselves in fine perfume. Whereas in my case, all I have to do is not lunge at you with a spear or hiss every other word. Was it you who left me that note? The kobold shrugs. Of course, who else could it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I can provide. Nod at the bonfire. What are you cooking? Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare. The kobold cast a dubious glance at the animal's mouth, which boasts a set of huge teeth. Or maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. Don't try to be cute, kobold. It doesn't suit you. You ninny. I'm as charming as they come. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering help. I sympathize with your call, so I would like to provide whatever support I can, from time to time. Does that work for you? The kobold stops and looks at you expectantly. How exactly can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot, and a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable. Don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor's a kobold, the merits are not so obvious, but you're in luck. This kobold right here has extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday. After some thought, he nods toward the campfire. One more thing I have to offer is this hare, after it's cooked. How do you know so much about demons? Krennic gives you a long and heavy look. I've had some experiences with them. I don't want to go into details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short and not even hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years. What's the catch? No catch. I am acting for wholly altruistic reasons, but my motives are something I would rather not reveal. Krennic turns his face to you, and his wrinkles become more visible in the glow of the fire. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet? As I've already told you, I am a friend of the Crusade. You could choose to trust me, or you can leave. I offer help and ask for nothing in return. So the question is simple. Will you accept the claw of friendship from a stranger, or is your distrust stronger than your need for help? Thank you. We would appreciate any help. Krennic nods agreeably. Then we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveler carefully cuts off 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw while graciously offering the other to you. A strange animal, for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the Worldwound mask everything in illusion. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads, and your enemies. Sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. Krennic squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First, you think a person is your friend and ally, but then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person, you tie them up, and then you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? Are you talking about someone specific? Wow, your question reeks of paranoia. No, I'm not talking about anyone specific, and I'm not implicating anyone. The kobold chuckles. I'm sorry. It seems my joke has spoiled your sleep for the next few nights. Every traitor must be executed. There is no other way. Or, actually, no, evil. I would torture the traitor for days and make them beg for mercy. The kobold scoffs with disdain. How uncivilized. Fine. Let's assume you quench your thirst for revenge. Will it serve any purpose at all? It seems to me that the only benefit you will get from this decision is the satisfaction of your sadistic inclinations. Something in Krennic's voice sounds merciless, like cold steel. If you catch a traitor, grab them and shake them till they spill everything they know. Some need to be tortured, others will crack if you threaten their family or bribe them with promises of mercy and gold. Wring the traitor dry like a rag mop and think about war, not about ethics. At least that's what smart people write in books. The feather fades from the kobold's voice, but subtle glints still flicker in his eyes. You got really worked up there. Who, me? Not at all. You say that you're an expert on kobolds, as if you can intuit our deepest feelings and emotions. I guess you're right. What matters most is doing what's best for the cause. The kobold shakes his head, pretending not to care. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I was just sharing my opinion. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is that there are at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen by Deskarites from Baphomets, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance to the fortress, while another lies by the entrance to the citadel. Where did you learn that? Gossip, hearsay. The world is an ocean of chatter, and I am quite a skilled fisherman. Well, that is highly valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. Cracking his knuckles, Krennic gives you an inquisitive look. I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by just one bad choice. Can you even imagine? The kobold squints sadly, his shoulders slumping a bit. With a sigh, he begins to talk. I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Will you tell me? Krennic clears his throat and starts talking in a sonorous voice that reveals his experience as a bard. I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And, of course, we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once, long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising them the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of lost souls. It was like that until our leader, Armok, came to power. She was a principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to hell. So she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors at the devil's instigation. Epidemics broke out, then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. Our collective eggs were ravaged, our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chasing us down through the caves and mine shafts, level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness, and lurking in that darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. After raising his voice dramatically, Krennic suddenly stops. Then he adds with a teasing smile, I think this moment is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. I'd like to know more about you. I'm flattered, but what's so special about me? I've never accomplished any feats on the battlefield. I don't know any special crafts, and I don't even belong to an exotic species. I don't have the slightest idea what you find so interesting about me. What do you do? I'm a traveling bard. And I can already foresee your next question. How does a bard, who also happens to be a kobold, manage to earn a living? All the civilized races of Avestan know that when you encounter a kobold, the best course of action is to smash its skull, trample it with a horse, then burn the remains just in case. Well, the prejudice that civilized people have regarding my kind is quite understandable. Our infamy as robbers and murderers is more than deserved. So, just imagine the spectacle at any tavern when an articulate kobold in decent clothes shows up, offering to share a story or two for a few coins and a mug of ale. I assure you, no matter how big of a deal you are here, if we drop by any tavern in Onderon, all eyes will be on me. I am an exotic oddity. Why did you decide to come here, to the Worldwound? I just don't like it when the residents of the lower planes get involved in the lives of mortals. I firmly believe that we don't need any advisors to help us handle our own affairs, and we need overlords even less. You're different from other kobolds. So, you were expecting this stupid kobold to praise dragons and boast about his exploits? Krennic grins mischievously. My life has given me many opportunities to communicate with beings from other races, so I found a common language with them. I have no more questions. That's good, because I'm starting to run out of answers. I have a question about demons. You mentioned you know a lot about them. My humble knowledge is at your disposal. What is the demon's main weakness? It's the fact that they are hostages to their own nature. And by their nature, demons are just a bunch of mad apes, a grotesque parody of ordinary chaos. You don't need to make a bunch of apes angry. You just give one of them a banana and arm the other with a stick. They'll kill each other without your direct intervention. How do you know so much about demons? Credit gives you a long and heavy look. I've had some experiences with them. I don't want to go into details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short and not even hostile encounter, we already heard that, do you know anything about wounds inflicted by demons that first appear, then disappear, and later reappear again? Do I need to resort to platitudes such as the weirdest tricks can be expected from demons, or can I just skip that part? I've never heard anything like you're describing, but new sorts of nasty stuff appear in the Worldwound every day. However, if we think about it some more, don't you think that this wound doesn't cause enough trouble to be something the demons did to you on purpose? When you're hit by the magic of the abyss, you know instantly that death is coming your way, and fast. Everything is clear to me now. That's a bold statement. I'd like to hear the story of your travels. It's a long one. Which part would you like to know? We'll talk about that later. As you wish. Have you heard about my unusual powers? I've heard you're either extremely lucky or quite the opposite. You survived the massacre in Kennebrus just to spearhead a new suicide mission. On the other hand, you survived then, and most likely you will survive now. Good luck in this noble endeavor. I've got suspicions about you. Here we go. I come in friendship, and right away I'm distrusted. So, what is it that got you so worried? Your words are full of mysterious omissions. What can I say? I'm a kobold of many secrets and contradictions. I keep my mouth shut and the rest of the world at arm's length. That's just my nature. I can't help it. I have nothing to say just yet. Well, that's good. I was starting to worry. I could almost hear the noose swinging on the gallows already. I don't want to be the first kobold in history to be executed for crimes I didn't commit. I have to go. Good luck. I believe you'll need it. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Let's move.
Definitely enjoy the conversations with him and the way his story unfolds. Oh, right. You have to go back the other way. Okay. Grab a copy of the Adventure Path. All right, what are we doing now? Can't get over there without that being cleared. So actually, that might actually leave us in a bind. Think about it. That is so annoying. It is so annoying the way they do not give you an option. But actually, this time, I have a little bit of money. Let's take a second look at this stuff. Show me your wares. Oh, yeah. I decided I didn't want any of this, right? But I didn't change them up. So, what do you sell? Magical, mystical, spill thingies. Let's do Hunter's Arsenal. The best-selling goods right now are items from the Hunter's Arsenal. Noted. Seek me out on the roads with new goods to buy. I don't need anything right now. Yep. There's one of them that actually has a lot of good stuff, but I don't remember which one it is. But there's one section where I buy, I think at least two or three of the items he has available. There we go. All right. Boom. Yeah, that's a level 2. Oh, okay. Well, we can clear that out quickly. I'll accept that. The cultists protected their caravan of valuable supplies to the death, but the Crusaders prevailed. It seems that the demon worshippers plundered the treasures from nearby Sarkorian ruins. All right. And actually, yep. Excellent. All right. I think this is a good place to stop. Hope all of you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please leave me a like down below, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.